You tell me there's a new Samara weaving film, sign me up. Yep, I'm there. And then you tell me if it's from the writer of Cocaine Bear, and I'm like, okay, I thought Cocaine Bear was fine. And then
And then?
No, that's it.
And then?
No and then.
you tell me if this is a directorial debut for a feature from this director, and then I get a little bit worried. Nevertheless, I'm here to talk about Borderline. It just came to streaming, I think, a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3. I'm a bit late to this, but I thought I would talk about it. A bodyguard protects a pop superstar and her athlete boyfriend from a determined stalker in 1990s Los Angeles. So the thing that works in this as a motif is the fact that it's set in the 90s, which means then we don't have the get out of jail free cards or the plot holes which are evident in a lot of movies or genres that are set in modern times like they are now. Because we're set in the 90s, there aren't cameras everywhere. There are some, but not like we have today. We don't have digital phones. They have those big bricks, remember those big, massive bricks that were iffy in technology at best. So because you can isolate your character to one location, a sort of mansion of a house, because this pop star is quite well off, then you can have the instigating craziness that's going to happen that you are waiting for at this one location and have them kind of secluded. So that's a well-known formula that has worked on a number of occasions, and I was hoping it was going to do the same for here. Herein lies the negative, though. It takes so long to get to that mansion moment for the craziness to hit the fan, because we are being introduced to our crazy. Ray Nicholson plays Paul Durison, the crazy psycho, and I think he plays it brilliantly. Samara Weaving plays Sophia, the pop star who I instantly did not like at the beginning, and I think that was meant to be the case. Eric Dane plays Belle, the security guard for Sophia. And then there was Jimmy Fails, who plays Rhodes, the sort of boyfriend. It's an interesting film, but it takes too long to get to the moments that you're waiting for, the craziness to happen within the house. It's showing us who these people are, but you almost don't really need to know, and you don't really care, because it's making us emotionally involved, forcing us to be and feel somewhat for these characters. And because you don't know them, because we spend barely any time, the 30 to 40 minutes that we do spend getting to the house feels like a drag. And I think a lot of people, if it's just on streaming, are going to switch this off. If you rented it, you're going to find yourself being a little bit pissed off that you've paid for this movie that you're now bored with. However, if you do stick with it, you get to see Ray Nicholson shine as Paul Durison. There are a couple of other characters in this as well. Elba Baptista, who plays Penny, fantastically crazy. There are violent moments in this that are brutal that I wasn't expecting. I didn't watch a trailer for this. I just saw Samara Weaving, so I presume that in the trailer will show some of it. But it's the psychosis of the character Ray Nicholson, who plays Paul Durison, is really interesting to watch here. This movie feels like it's a movie for psychos, a how-to playbook almost, how-to psycho, which was interesting, but I'm not really sure who's it for, because at the end of the day, there are movies like this that have done it better. Samara Weaving is good in her role, and she does have a trajectory that by the end, I did care somewhat for her character. Eric Dane, I think they could have played with his character a little bit more, because I think we're supposed to care for him a lot more than we do. Jimmy Fails is the character we know least about, but I think I cared most for in this because he was just kind of swept up into the craziness and the chaos. The people that shine in this film, though, are the psychos. And that's because they're just fun to watch. And I think maybe also because the film's been boring up until the point where the psychosis hits on TV. And still you start getting our characters trying to survive certain moments. There are moments that I totally guessed. There are things that you know are coming, but you don't mind. It's a fun one-time watch, but I don't know that I would ever go back to it. If I were to rank my favorite Samara Weaving films, this wouldn't be in the top 5. But I'm not mad that I watched it because it ended on a high and the craziness was there for me to enjoy. So it's above a midway point. I'm going to give it 2.75 Nicolas Cages out of 5.
You got one.
That's not saying it's a terrible film. I just wish it could have been more than what it is. I enjoyed the portrayals of, How to Psycho. I'm glad Samara Weaving's character, Sophia, had an interesting trajectory, beginning with me not liking her to me ending up somewhere else with her. Eric Dane could have been more fleshed out with his character Belle. And Alba Baptista, I really want to see her play more things, as I thought she was excellent as Penny. Yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. How would you rank your top 3 favorite, maybe top 5 Samara Weaving films? I'd love to know in the comments. I definitely have a few that I don't want to skewer your ideas at what is the best Samara Weaving films, but I'd love to know. Let's chat in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.